I put out a video of Anthony Richardson explosive dunks.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
throwing down.
I'm talking, hey, that's a very aggressive dunk.
Yeah, that's Jom.
You have to be so athletic to be able to accomplish this. And obviously, he was 6'4", and he was faster than any quarterback in the history of the combine. Jumped higher than any quarterback in the. You just saw it right there.
Double clutch.
You saw it right. Yeah, I mean, 6'4", that guy, dude, thick,
man,
big body, doing all that stuff. That video came across my timeline, and I didn't edit it. Somebody did. I wish I could give them credit. E3 something. I appreciate them doing that because literally as I'm watching it, it was like. Yeah, this guy's our fucking quarterback. Just such a difference than Matt Ryan being our quarterback or Carson Wentz being our quarterback or Phillip Rivers being our quarterback. And then you start thinking, I saw a bunch of people tweeting, pull up his highlights from Florida. You can't, doesn't have any highlights. Yeah, and then somebody put like a bunch of his lowlights together, and it was him making poor decisions, throwing picks, missing people. And they're like, this is the sport that you need to be showing a video from, not from basketball. But then I start thinking, like Steichen's offense, like that basketball video matters.
Yeah.
Like in Steichen's offense, where the quarterback has to be an elite level athlete for it to really go with what he was able to do with Jalen Hurts. And then that Bardowski video, like those are the throws he's going to have to be able to make. Yeah. He's going to have to be able to put it on somebody that's dragging across the field or potentially going. He's going to have to be on the run when he does it. And when he does, there should be massive seams. It's like, I think everything that he is and everything that he's shown is perfect for the situation we're in. And it's the first time we felt like this in Indianapolis for some time. So I'm fucking jocked up, AJ, about Anthony Richardson, and I'm happy he's not the Will Levis or the Jordan Love of it all. He is seemingly the guy that's like, yeah, he might be perfect for the situation that he's in.
Also, you guys would know better than any of us, but like coaching matters in the NFL. Like you get these guys with just like a bunch of raw talent. Like it's not like they're just expected to like, hey, go and just get better on your own. Like that. Coaching actually matters. Like pull up Jalen Hurts clips from not last year, 2 years ago, like when people were basically saying going into the year, like, hey, if this guy doesn't improve as a passer, like they're going to get rid of his ass. And guess what?
He signed a $255 million extension.
Yeah, exactly.
Did do that.
I saw that this weekend. They ran that on the bottom. I was watching SportsCenter, and I've been trying to watch more ESPN through the entire, like basically all hours. I'm trying to watch it, just trying to see everything, things that they could potentially help us with, things that, how do we go in there? And one of the conversations was about quarterbacks that popped up there. It's like Jalen Hurts signed $255 million extension. I'm like, that is so big for a guy that 1 year ago was like, is he? I don't know.
Ran out of time.
Can't throw a deep ball. Doesn't throw a good deep ball. They legit were saying, hey, we're going to draft somebody in the first round.
No, it said, I don't know if it was true, but it said they tried to trade for Russell Wilson before he went to the Broncos. And it had been agreed to, and Russell Wilson basically said, I'm not going to play in Philadelphia.
So to all the people that are tweeting me about how that basketball video doesn't matter, it does.
Yeah.
It does with Shane Steichen as the OC. And I think Steichen might be a dog, too.
Absolutely.
After coming in here?
I think so.
I think he's a guy that will, I don't want to say command respect, but I think he will be respected by the team, especially after everything that's happened, because some of the shit that was happening behind the scenes, allegedly at the Colts building, maybe wasn't the best championship method of doing things. Missing treatments, late to things, late to meetings. I'll put in a left.
Those are all rumors that leaked out?
Yeah, things of that nature.
Allegedly. We weren't told. Nobody from inside the building would tell us. People inside the building, but nobody from, football ops would tell us that. It was basically just kind of leaking out through every other asset of the thing. Like, hey, I would talk to a former teammate of mine. I'm like, hey, what are your thoughts on Colts? And they'd be like, well, we heard that, boom, this was all happening. And when Jeff went in there, it was like, hey, Jeff was told basically by Jim, hey, we need to put this in. We need this back in there. We need this type of stuff back in there. So I don't think Jeff made a lot of friends when he went back in there. A little bit of accountability, you know what I mean? Hey, we need to kind of get this whole thing done. So I would assume Jim Irsay's mind, if Jeff was able to redirect what was going on football-wise, he would consider the Jeff Saturday experience a success, even though there wasn't a lot of wins. And it ended up with us being the 4th overall pick. But it's just what I had heard from people. Nobody told us directly, so I have to clarify that. But from people that with knowledge of the situation told me that there was some shit happening that wasn't we're trying to win this thing. It was hey, we're trying to get by almost.
Stuff they're not thriving. They're trying to survive. Yeah, teams that make deep runs in the playoffs, you usually don't hear those kind of rumors about them. Just those little things that seem like throwaway. Okay, whatever. One guy's late here, there, whatever. Like that doesn't happen with championship teams.
How about when Schultz came on here? It was a big deal. It was a big deal. And we had to get it corrected, and we got text from the team and from everybody else.
Immediately.
Schultz came on and was like, Zach Wilson's late to team meetings. He's doing other stuff. And I think Schultz thought that was like a throwaway comment. As soon as he said it, I said,
Huge.
Ho!
Huge news.
Quarterbacks are late to team meetings? He's like, yeah, he's late to team meetings. He's doing this whole thing. And it was like almost just like a throwaway comment that caused a massive scene for anybody that knows football. It's like, quarterback can't be late to meetings. Like that.
I've never seen it.
Ever. Can't happen. So then we get a call from the Jets. We get a call from media people. The local media people are like, you think it would slip by all 150 of us that are covering the Jets every single fucking day that the quarterback is late to meet? You don't think we wanted to know if the quarterback was late? I'm like, valid. Why have we not heard about that? And then Jets are like, just would like to clarify that nothing that was said about Zach Wilson being late to meetings was accurate. And if it was, we would certainly not be telling you that it wasn't. Like, we are very transparent. We have to be with our media thing. Like, that is not true. So we had to get that corrected. But those little things are massive ordeals that are kind of a depiction on how your entire organization is. So I think Steichen is walking into a place where there might be a refocused veteran group, kind of a realigned veteran group, and also a bunch of young guys that are seemingly all on the same page and going to have very vital roles.